Hello everyone, it is a few days later. I don't exactly remember when I left off from when me and my wife were working on the K24. So I quickly realized that for me to do any further work or inspection to the engine, it came with very little stuff, which is good. I mean, it was cheap for the most part, but it literally came with nothing, no drive assembly or oil pump or you name it. It didn't come with it. Mainly we got crank and block, couple of pistons, 3 out of the 4, and I'm guessing the bearings are still good, but we're going to find that out because I got a package in the mail that I ordered, and I'll show you what it is. No secrets or anything crazy, but I finished that video out, which I didn't really finish it. So this right here is a harmonic balancer bolt. Now what this does is this threads into the crankshaft, and this will allow us to turn it easily. So I'm going to grab my toolbox and we're going to take this out. We're going to thread it into the crank and make sure it's the right one. I'm sure it is. I got this thing for a really good deal, really cheap, but it looks like it's in really great shape, nothing weird about it or anything. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, so I got a few things I wanted to show you guys, but first things first, we're going to get this thing threaded into the end of the block here. And I apologize if you guys can't see very well. If you couldn't tell, I am slowly but surely running out of room in my small shed here. We're gonna have to do something about that at some point. Here's the bolt, and it is a 19 millimeter, and it threads in no problem, and it threads in very nicely. So Honda engines normally spin clockwise, and this thing seems to spin pretty well, honestly. So I want to show you guys something that's a little bit of a concern for me. I'm not real sure what to make of it. If any of you guys know, please feel free to share. But for example, where can I show you that? Hey, there's Axel. What are you doing, pal? And we're gonna have to get in here and clean all these wasps out. You guys know how much I love wasps. But I'm not wearing my gloves. I don't have anything. I don't have any way to protect myself. Let me turn the engine a little bit more so you guys can see this more easily. Can you guys see that section right there? That looks like it's been machined, you know? Each one of them has it. And you see this one? Can you guys see that? It looks like it's been hit by something. Now, I'm not 100% sure what that could be, but the only thing that I'm assuming that it could be would be the rod, which probably didn't end so well for the actual rod, but at the same time, I feel like it's not going to cause us an issue. I could be horribly mistaken. I feel like it's going to be okay, but once I investigate deeper, I'll be able to tell whether or not we need to continue with this block or not, which honestly, I'm not knowledgeable enough to know whether or not to say that a block it could be machined or what have you. So honestly, we're gonna have to end up taking it to somebody, which I've already got that sort of lined up. But I'm gonna be taking some parts off the block and just exploring it for the most part. So I'm gonna check that out. I don't have a lot of time on my hands today, so I'm gonna get into it. You guys just enjoy, I guess. Alright, so as always, there's an interesting development. So I would consider myself a pretty well-rounded Honda aficionado, as you guys know pretty well. Exhibit A. So this caught me by surprise, to say the least, and I'm a little bit irritated now. because I was literally just in town. So I got the crank bolt, and the engine spins fantastic. It really does. Here, let me move you guys down here. The engine spins beautifully. Like there's no catching. There's really no like grinding noise. At least not from what I can hear. I mean, there's the actual pistons rubbing against the cylinders, but I mean, it all moves very fluently. So what's the issue, you ask? So I'm trying to take out the rods so that way I can take out everything else, and so on and so forth. Well, these bolts, they're called reverse Torx bolts. And as far as I know, Honda puts these in here from the factory. And so, like, I looked at them, and they're kind of covered in oil. And from a distance, I guess I just never really noticed. But I don't have anything that fits these. It's not like a normal socket. It's got these divots in them. And it just seems a little unnecessary, Honda. Come on. Why would you do that? So... And I was just in town, and I'm positive I could find one of these tonight, but I just don't feel like going back to town tonight. It's been a long day. So I guess what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to loosen all these bolts, just get them loose, because I'm pretty sure, well, I guess it'd probably be best if I didn't do that. Because I'm pretty sure that this whole thing is, it's held in by silicone. And I really don't want to mess with that tonight. But I'm just too tired to deal with it today, you guys. So I guess I'm just that's all we did today. That right there, yay us. So I'm just gonna leave it here. I don't know if this will be the end of the video. I would like to actually get somewhere. Because all you guys have seen is us transition the block from sitting where my toolbox is to on the engine stand. And all we really know is that this bolt hole is stripped out. So we're going to be fixing that probably with a helicoil. And you guys have seen me add this because I didn't have one laying around anywhere. And you guys have seen me fail at getting this off. So I would actually like to make some progress. So I don't think I'm going to end the video here. Instead, I think I'm going to just move on. And I'll pick you guys back up when I'm able to make more progress. All right. Okay, it is another day. Once again, this video has drug on for like 4 days now or something like that. But anywho, I went and I picked up the socket set. And the socket that I need is this E14 right here. I definitely didn't want to get this whole set, but it's all I could get my hands on such short notice. I don't know if I'll be keeping this or what, but who knows. I feel like I could probably just find the one socket that I need. But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. They weren't cheap, bottom line. So anyway, I feel like I did you guys a disservice last time, so I'm going to get a little bit better set up. Then we're going to go back out there and do what I want to do. And we're going to wrap this video up, because if I don't wrap it up now, I don't know when I will. So let's get started. Okay, that's probably much better for you guys, right? I'm just assuming. All right, so all I want to do today is I want to get all the rods and pistons out of that block. If that's what we can accomplish, I'll be happy. So which one of these is a 14? This one's the 14. So this should be what we need, I hope. Yes, it is. And it's on there. It's on there so good. If I can get it out. There we go. And hopefully this thing doesn't spin. Because that's what's really hurting me, is this thing spinning. Yep. Oh. Cool. All right. So now Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to not get my hands so damn dirty. I mean, it's a thought. I have them, I might as well use them, right? There's one. And I reckon I'll just, I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I guess I'm just going to put the caps back on the pistons the way they go, because, you know, I'm not 100% sure about factory made rods and pistons, but the rods and the rod caps, usually they're broken off in a certain orientation, like the way that they're made, they're molded or cast or whatever you want to call it. They're made a certain way, and those look perfect. If I'm being honest, they look great. Cool. I need something long. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh. I got so much stuff. Okay. Maybe I can make one of these work. Maybe. Well, that definitely worked. Looks good. I don't know if that's normal. Yeah, I feel like it probably would be. But yeah, you can tell that this thing probably wouldn't stand up to a whole lot of abuse. I mean, some people would probably say that they would. Me, I'm not so sure. But you see this arrow right here? That arrow points to the front of the block. So the front will obviously be up here. So that means that this came out just like this. And that means that this goes back in just like this, which is cool. Perfect. So the way these are made, they're actually made together and then they're broken off, which, you know, saying that now, it looks like that maybe that's not necessarily true. But what do I know? I've just read a lot. But the few things that I know, I know. And if I'm not sure about it, then I'll either find the right answer or I'll find someone that knows the right answer. That's my motto. Actually, my motto is saying at the end of every sentence, I don't know though. If you say that at the end of every sentence, no one could ever hold you accountable for anything. It's like, well, I did this, but I don't know though. But overall, this piston looks fine. I might make something out of it unless I find someone that needs it. If I keep wiggling it, it'll come out, right? Is that how this works? Man, it's coming, but dadgum, it's on there. There we go. Man, that thing was on there good. This bearing also looks fine. Alright, that's 3 out of 4 out, which I didn't take out number 1. That was already done for me. So my biggest concern right now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not using these rods and pistons. Let's just let the cat out of the bag. I'm not using these. This is a build. This isn't a let's go stock and see how much horsepower we can make. Nah. We're gonna build this thing to the best of my ability. But we're not using stock stuff because I don't wanna. Alright. Done and done. Okay, so like I was saying, the reason I was doing this whole thing, I'm trying to talk whenever the doors aren't going nuts, but there's just no avoiding that. I'm sorry. But the whole reason I'm doing this is to check the crankshaft. That I mean, you know, because like I said, we're not using these parts. Oh, this one right here actually looks a little toasty, if I'm being honest. I mean, it looks fine, but it does look a little like it got a little toasty. We'll see. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Not good. Not good. You guys see that? Let's go out here in the light so you guys can see this. Y'all see that? That's not good. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse, but that's bad. Like, this thing is just toast. With all that being said, how does this thing sound when it turns? It sounds flawless. Like, I can't even hear it spin. I bet I can spin it by hand, actually. Yep, easily. All right, enough fooling around. I want to check and see if the crank is savable. This probably isn't the best towel to use. This one might work. Well, I'll just do this, I guess. I can't really get it in there. I'm trying to, but it's difficult. Yeah, I mean, comparing this one to this one looks like it's had a rougher life. Not too bad, but it does look like it's got a few more scratches in it than this one does. I mean, and I'm also in like completely different settings of light here. I mean, it looks fine. I've seen really bad crankshafts. Okay, now that I'm looking at it, they both look relatively the same. I mean, truly. Let's see how much racket I can make today. You done? I've dropped more stuff today. All right. So I've got the crank wiped down. I'm going to check for any variances in the color, in the grooves. Honestly, they all look really good, and it's spinning very well inside the engine. I mean, look at this. I mean, I know it's... Yeah, that door fell off because of the wind. Yay me. Everything looks and sounds fine. So now that I'm at this point, now I'm scared. Here's the part where I'm going to be scared. Because since that piston was so tore up, I'm afraid that number 4 cylinder is going to be in really bad shape. So, see, I wasn't so worried about the crankshaft, honestly, because I'm sure that I'd be able to find another one. All right, this is why I put gloves on, so that way I can pull my phone out of my pocket and not get it completely messed up. Oh, I gotta get that door fixed. So now, I've pretty much done everything I want to do, you guys. Yeah, I mean, it's not in super bad. Oh, yes, it is. Sugar. Yeah, that's not good. So, bad news. Cylinder number 4 has got some serious problems. You guys may not be able to see this at all, but maybe, just maybe you can. You guys see the color change? That's no bueno. And it doesn't look like it's very deep, but when you're dealing with stuff like this, an inch is a mile, and so like I mean, that's a mile deep, like I'm telling you. Like, so as of right now, I'm not real sure what we're gonna do. I definitely need a second opinion. So I mean, it really sucks, you guys, but we may end up having to scrap this. I mean, I'll take some parts off of it that are good, but I may end up having to get a different block completely, which really blows, but at the end of the day, that's the name of the game. But anywho, I'm gonna get a second opinion on it, but for now, this is where I'm gonna leave the engine and this video. Sorry this video drug on for so terribly long, but I got some other stuff I got to get done today, and this right here is kind of it's really discouraging, but it hasn't really discouraged me. If anything, it motivates me more. So everything's going to be fine. We're going to get this taken care of. We're going to get it fixed one way or the other, either with a new engine or a different solution. But anyway, that's it, you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit subscribe. If you liked it, smash that like button. And remember to always share my videos with your friends, your family, and of course, your dog. Yeah, boy. All right, y'all take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Everything I used to dream being real right now. if it wasn't working, I'ma work it out, yeah. I keep on going till the lights go down, yeah, till the lights go. Everybody wanna make millions, but not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching. Everybody rap about money and hoes, but they got neither, everybody knows.